Welcome. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. I love to kind of just start off with a little fun music just to get the mood going and the excitement. But my name is Katie Abart, and I am a Platinum Ambassador here at Q Sciences and on the Equity Council. And so excited to be able to share more with you guys tonight what Q Sciences is all about, very briefly about the company, the products, the opportunity, and then my dear friend Kristin is going to go into further detail if you want to stay on later. About how to make money with this company, the timing, our systems that we have in place, as well as to dive further into the compensation plan. But just want to thank all of you guys so much for spending your Thursday evening. If you are in Alabama, sending so many prayers your way for all of the tornadoes that have been going on down there, and I hope that everybody has stayed safe. But I am in Memphis, Tennessee. I am a mom of 4 boys. They are 9, 7, 4, and 3, so life is crazy, busy, hectic all the time, and also super exciting as well. But they are the reason why that I started in this industry 7 years ago. So actually 9 years ago, we had our first son, and I was working in corporate America, having great success, but my heart was breaking because I was away from him all hours of the day and only getting to spend about an hour and a half to 2 hours a day with him. And I told my husband, I said, there has to be something else out there, something that's going to allow me to have time freedom and flexibility, but still have the success, still be able to help others, empower other people, and give me purpose and passion in life. And his brother had actually been in this industry for a couple of years and was having really good success. And he was like, why don't you do network marketing? And I was like, oh no, I will never do something like that. I will work until I am 90 years old. I will never do network marketing. Well, here I am 7 years later, and yes, I'm reminded of that pretty often by people, but y'all, it's been absolutely incredible and such an amazing experience, especially with personal growth, financially, and for our health as well. So I started 7 years ago in this industry and had fairly good success. But 4 years ago, I found out that I have the BRCA gene mutation, which is the ovarian breast cancer gene. It increases my risk of breast cancer by 86%, ovarian cancer by 54%, and I felt like God was giving me that information to do something with. I was very lucky to have found that out prior to getting cancer. Most people don't find it out until after they've already had a cancer diagnosis. But I decided to start having prophylactic surgeries, only thinking I was going to have a double mastectomy, reconstruction, and eventually a hysterectomy. It turned into 11 surgeries in a 2.5-year period because of lots of complications. So you can imagine all of the stress my body was underneath or under, the health issues I had going on, but y'all, the financial stress that we were under. We had so much medical debt. It was ridiculous. We were robbing Peter to pay Paul. Didn't even have enough money left at the end of the month. We had more a month left over than we had money. We were not even making it to the end of the month. And so we were struggling big time. And in spring of 2019, my husband came to me, and he is such a hard worker. He owns his own business here in Memphis, but he said, babe, I'm either going to have to go, meaning him, going to have to go and get a second job, or you're going to have to go back to work. And I said, well, I'm not going back to an 8 to 5. I have enjoyed this flexibility. I just need to switch vehicles. I want to stay in this industry of network marketing because what it has allowed our family already. I just need to find a different vehicle to get into. And that's exactly what I started searching for. And I found Q Sciences. I was looking for a company that the timing was everything. And you're going to hear more about that here in a little bit from Kristin. I wanted it to be ground floor and just getting started to where I was one of the first people to bring it to my network. I wanted high quality products that were very effective and people could tell a difference on it and tell a difference quickly. I wanted an amazing compensation plan where not only was I winning, but my team was winning as well. I wanted an amazing culture and community, and I found all of that and so much more here at Q. So yes, I did join for that business opportunity, but have found just so much more to go along with it. But to be able to attribute and the reason why I've had such amazing success here is because I've aligned myself with the right company That is the utmost importance, is to be able to find that right company that you can be comfortable with. You can be comfortable with the mentors that are there, the culture, the community, the products. Everything is being able to align. With Q Sciences, it stands for Quintessential Biosciences, meaning best of the best. Y'all, we are already in 20 countries and growing at rapid rates. We have 75,000 ambassadors worldwide. Sorry, my 3-year-old just literally busted through my door. I think he broke the lock on my door of my office because it was locked. But we're in 20 countries, 75,000 ambassadors worldwide in those 20 countries, which is super small. When I got started in this industry in my previous company, there were already 250,000 ambassadors already there. We are growing at rapid speed. And like I said, Kristin will talk a little bit more about the timing of the company, but being able to offer cutting edge technology in the health and wellness industry with products that are constantly evolving and always progressing. We've experienced over 700% growth since 2017, which is absolutely huge. Just last month in February alone, just the United States, we had 54% growth here. That is absolutely incredible. And it is because of these two gentlemen right here and their forward thinking and how extremely business smart and savvy that they are. Mr. Mark Wilson is our founder and CEO. He is the most down-to-earth, humble man you will ever meet. He is actually a 2-time Super Bowl champion quarterback from the Oakland Raiders, and he was in real estate development for many, many years before retiring. And he told his wife, he said, I want to do something meaningful with the rest of my life. I want to help people with the 2 things that keep them up at night, and that's health and finances. And that's exactly what he did here with opening up Q Sciences. And he brought on his amazing partner and actually one of my mentors as well, Mr. Jake Spencer. Jake has actually been in this industry in the field since he was 21 years old, and he has made millions and millions of dollars. He has seen the good, the bad, the ugly of this industry. He has taken everything that is good and that he loved about this industry and has compiled it into our company, and it is seriously an explosive momentum right now. He is also one of the ones who created our compensation plan. He is extremely business smart and business savvy. He and his wife, Sarah, are actually personally good friends with my husband and I, and have poured so much of their love and passion into helping others with us as well. But also to have the right company, the right mentors, but also the right products as well. Here at Q Sciences, we capitalize on market trends in health and wellness with cutting edge products. We already have 50 plus products in our suite of health supplements. We have nutraceutical health supplements, but we also have a full spectrum hemp line as well. So I kind of mentioned to you guys about my 11 surgeries that I've had. I was struggling with all of the things. I'm 36 years old. I'm in surgical menopause because of a total hysterectomy. These products have helped me with those menopause symptoms. I cannot be on hormone replacement therapy because of that gene mutation. I no longer struggle with night sweats and hot flashes because of this. Brain fog. I am no longer bloated. I am able to go to the bathroom easily and every single day consistently. I no longer have joint discomfort, heart palpitations. I am no longer having to rely on medication to help me with my mental health and my anxiousness and my down moments that I've always struggled with ever since I was a little girl. I've also been able to lose 40 pounds on these products with not only our trim, which is an amazing supplement that helps with balancing your blood sugar, supporting your thyroid, speeding up your metabolism, cutting your carbs, and sugar, or keeping your carbs and sugars from absorbing into your body, but also curbing your appetite. But it also comes with a lifestyle change that they teach us here. We have an amazing app that's called MyQFit that people can subscribe to, and you're going to get amazing recipes, meal plans, shopping lists, everything to help you be successful in your diet, and then also everything to be successful in your exercise. They lay out exercise regimens to fit every needs wherever your physical activity level is. We have products to help with pain, energy, sleep, weight loss, gut health, mental health, autoimmune issues, kiddos health. So I am actually going to very quickly introduce to y'all Miss Kristin Minassian. She is going to share her product testimony here in a minute, and I will introduce her formally when she comes on to speak. But Kristin, do you want to share very briefly your testimony for health?
Thank you, Katie. I was like, can
You're
I
muted.
share my?
I
Oh,
can't hear you.
you can't hear
Wait,
me?
hold on. Yes, hold on.
Can you guys hear me
Y'all, sorry.
okay? Can you guys? Okay, it
Go
looks like
ahead.
everyone else can hear me, so I'm going to start talking. Okay, perfect. Okay, well, I am here in a little bit to talk business, but I actually asked Katie if I could share my product testimony because sometimes I feel like I want to scream my product testimony from the rooftop, but I love sharing the business so much that sometimes it gets watered down. What happened with my life with these products? So I was actually dealing with horrible, I'm going to be very compliant, discomfort. I could not walk very well. I was not able to walk my children to the playgrounds around us. I was limping all the time, and I had arthritis. I went in for a surgery, and 7 hours later, it was supposed to be a 3-hour surgery. I came out and had a complete ankle reconstruction. And my new norm was just hurting all the time. And I went to my doctor, and I remember asking him, like, when is this going to get better? And he looked at me and he said, this is probably just your new norm. And it was a really hard pill to swallow. And so I got on top of it. I've been in health and wellness for many years. I've been involved in all of making my own elderberry, selling my own elderberry, doing all the things natural for my family. And so I took that as, okay, I'm going to show you I can beat this. And so I started taking natural anti-inflammatories. I started doing cleanses that were supposed to reduce inflammation in my body. I was doing anything and everything I could to fix my discomfort, and nothing was helping. I took CBD, I took full spectrum hemp, I did everything. And like I said, nothing helped. And when I found these products and I really broke down the ingredients, I was so excited because I knew that it had everything that I had been trying to get to help my discomfort. And so I'm not joking when I say this, 3 days into these products, I stopped limping. And that was absolutely huge for me because I am a mom. I have a 6-year-old and a 10-year-old. I'm very active. And to be able to get that back, I don't know if any of you guys on this call have dealt with daily discomfort. It is physically very draining, but the biggest part of it is emotionally, it was wearing at me so much. So I just am so grateful for these products. I'm going to talk business in a minute, but I always want to share my product testimony because these products have changed my life and my family's life in so many ways. So thanks, Katie.
Absolutely. Thank you. So, Kristin, really quick, what products do you feel have helped you the most with that discomfort?
Thank you. I forgot to put that. So, the two main products for me are Align and Full Spectrum Hemp. And I take my Align in the form of RQ Core because it's so easy to take. And then I take our Fuse every single day, all day long, because I love it.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. I know that so many people do struggle with that and that discomfort, and being able to find something to give them relief, I know, is such a huge component for so many people. So thank you for sharing your story. Okay, so we have hemp oil products, like she just mentioned. She takes that for her discomfort. I also take it for mine as well, but also for stress. I, yes, no longer struggle as much anymore with my mental health, but it still will rear its ugly head every once in a while, in the form kind of butterflies in my stomach. And then I will take our full spectrum hemp. I'm going to absorb at a minimum of 98% of this into my body with a 1-minute onset, meaning you are going to tell a difference immediately. It is also a stable product, meaning the contents of the bottle will not change with temperature change, which is huge. That's a huge thing because there's not going to be conversion of THC in this. So people like nurses, nurse practitioners, people who have drug tests can take this product, and it's a stable, and it can be reassured that it's not going to have that conversion in it, which is huge. We also have a kids line too, and I wanted to share very briefly about this. This is our kids core. It's going to help provide the right proper nutrients for your kiddos' brains. It doesn't matter, y'all, if your children eat all of the colors of the rainbow. Mine do not. Mine are very picky. But some children are really good, healthy eaters, but they are still lacking the nutrients because we no longer have the nutrients in our soil that we once used to 60 years ago. So this is helping provide that nutrients back to their little brains, their bodies, helping with their gut health, but also helping their boosting their immune system. We have had huge progress for my son, Will, who was struggling with comprehension, processing issues, following just even one simple step instruction. He's 4 years old. He had already had a whole year and a half of school and still did not know his letters. In October. So we met with his teacher and she was very concerned about him and his comprehension and processing. She said we needed to get him evaluated come December, and he was not ready for kindergarten. We were going to need to hold him back. This came out at the end of October. Jacob, my husband, and I started noticing huge differences in him within the first week to 2 weeks. He was starting to not only be able to follow one-step instructions, but 2 and 3. We were noticing he was becoming more independent. He was taking initiative on things. We met with his teacher in December, and with tears in her eyes, she said, "Katie, I have taught school for 25 years. I have never seen a transformation in a child like I have seen in Will in the past 2 months. He is being able to comprehend everything that we say. We don't have to sit with him. His cognitive abilities, we can see, are much sharper. He is able to follow those instructions. He's able to process, and he almost knows every single one of his letters now. He doesn't need to be evaluated at this time, and he is ready for kindergarten. And y'all, all we changed was we were starting to provide the proper nutrients for his body. It is huge. Like, it is absolutely huge. So like I mentioned earlier, we have products for everybody. If you struggle with the sleep, energy, discomfort, mental health, weight loss, there is something here for you. And I'm sure you're sitting there thinking, oh my goodness, I know this person who needs this and this person who needs that. So we're now going to share with you how you can get involved with Q Sciences and becoming a partner so you can share these amazing products, but also this amazing opportunity as well, just like Kristin and I have done. So you're going to be able to customize your business. You get to decide how deep. Kristin and I both came in as ambassadors. We saw the financial opportunity here and what it could mean for our families. And so we took that jump in. We paid a $39.95 annual fee, just like you will be able to as well. That will get you your website, your e-commerce store, your back office. You'll be able to start earning an income. You'll get reward points back to go towards free products in the future. But probably one of my most favorite things that comes with that is a financial mentor and coach. That financial mentor and coach is going to help you with getting your financial household in order, however that may look, whether it's savings, debt payment, life insurance, retirement, tax help, credit services. Q Sciences is very passionate about helping others become financially free, and that's exactly what they are doing by pretty much giving us a free financial coach. Normally, y'all, a financial mentor and coach is going to be anywhere from $200 to $300 an hour. And we get this along with our business. Or you might just be interested right now in trying the products. And if that's the case, then you'll become a preferred customer. It's a $10 annual fee. It will get you the wholesale pricings, exactly what we as ambassadors pay. And you will also be able to capitalize on those reward points to go towards free products in the future. But there are 3 people on this call. There are people who are here just to support their friend, and this might not be the right time or the right place for you to do it, or to become a part of Q. You might not be interested in taking the products yet or getting a business, but you're here to cheer on your friend, and you know other people who would do well at this or who might benefit from these products, and you are more than willing and so happy to be able to refer them to your friend. Or you might be person number 2, and you are looking for health and wellness. You are looking for something to make you feel better, to where you can live a better life and feel good. You will become a preferred customer. Whomever invited you, they're going to reach out to you, and they can help you with figuring out and customizing a great plan for you. Or you might be number 3, and you are interested in a business. You're interested in a way to make money. Y'all, 2020 was so difficult for everybody. I don't care who you are, it was difficult, not only financially, but in the mental health sector as well. And so many people now realize and understand how important it is to have multiple streams of income. And that is exactly why our business is exploding right now, because so many people are looking for that plan B. When this happens again, when our world shut down and people are furloughed, I promise you, you will want to have something in place to be able to continue on with life the way that you need and want it to be. Okay. So there are 4 ways that you can earn here with Key Sciences. The first way is customer sales commission. This is when people go to your website, they purchase from you, and you are going to receive anywhere from 15 to 35% back on sales. The second way is your monthly team commission. We are a volume-based company. Okay. So we get paid off of all of the customers, all of our team. Basically, imagine people opening up franchises underneath you. They have customers who come in who purchase products from them, and they are also opening up franchises. We get paid off of all of that volume. Kristin is going to go into further detail with this here in a second. But I do want to bring on my dear friend, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, can you unmute yourself? Are you here?
I'm here.
Okay, y'all. So Elizabeth just joined us 2 weeks ago. She has never done this business before, and she has already hit this 3rd rank right here, which is executive. She has actually over 1,500 in organizational volume. She is very well and actually close to hitting elite, but she is making $250 residual income a month. She got a $500 bonus, this $300 bonus for hitting exec, $100 for hitting pro, and $100 for hitting builder. Plus, she's getting her customer sales commissions as well. But I am super excited for her to share with y'all her financial testimony.
All right. So I'm Elizabeth Keenum. I'm from Tuscumbia, Alabama. I'm a wife. I have 2 girls. I am a photographer full-time, so I have a very busy schedule. I joined Q on March the 3rd because I needed the extra income that I knew it could provide for my family. I hit that executive rank, and I received that promotional rank bonuses in 15 days, which was huge for me. I've had amazing support every step of the way from Katie and all of my upline. I've never been left flying solo. They've been there every time I've needed something. My favorite part of Q is through this opportunity, I've been able to provide more financial stability for my family. And now I get to do that for others and help them do the same thing for theirs. I've not only benefited financially, but the products have been amazing, and they've been life-changing for my family and for myself. I have nothing negative to say. I love everything about it, and I'm glad I jumped in. After much hesitancy and skepticism at first, I did. I just went for it and said, I think I'm gonna jump in and try this.
I love it. Thank you. Yes, you never know unless you try, right? We all start somewhere. And y'all, because of our simple systems that you'll learn here in a little bit from Kristin, that is one of the reasons why Elizabeth has been able to be so successful, is because she's been coachable and she has just followed those simple systems and has been able to help so many other people in their needs. So the third way we get paid is our promotional rank bonus. You just heard how she has already received $500 in bonuses, but it doesn't stop there. It continues to go up from there. Our 4th way is our financial freedom movement. I already spoke about how they're passionate about helping others become financially free, but our 4th way that we get paid, they actually send money towards a debt payment of our choice or retirement savings account of our choice. That is absolutely incredible, y'all, and you are not going to find another company out there like that. Okay. I swear, y'all, my computer has a mind of its own. It like never wants to progress, or it'll start randomly going back and forth. But one of the things that I love the most about Q Sciences is the community. Y'all, Kristin Minassian and I, we do not benefit one another at all. We didn't even know each other prior to coming to Q Sciences. We actually didn't even become close until January, just a few months ago. But because of this community and the culture here and how everyone is willing to help everybody succeed, because if everybody is succeeding, the company is succeeding as a whole, right? So you're going to be able to join that supportive community of business owners, be able to learn best practices. We will help you. We will train you. We have been through and made all of the mistakes to where we know exactly what it takes to be that business owner and to help coach you and get you going and help get you started very quickly. We have the training and mentoring. We have events monthly, quarterly, semi-annually. Absolutely incredible business training. It is not in an MLM type or a direct sales type. They teach us, y'all, to be true business owners and give us applicable measures to be able to apply to our businesses to help be successful. And you'll want to be able to stay connected. We receive news all the time from our company leaders. They go live every week in our Q Sciences page, to where it's so fun to be able to see them interact with one another and see their great fun personalities at corporate. But you're also going to be able to, when you're at these trainings, to personally meet Mr. Mark Wilson and Mr. Jake Spencer. And I promise you, the next time you go up and tell them hello, they are going to remember you, because they are those type of men, those type of leaders. You're going to receive that financial education, product info, and updates. Our corporate staff, they are our partners, and they pour into us daily. They are also going to get your families and your children involved. We have an amazing Q Kids Club, which I showed you guys this right here. My son Jake, he actually did the artwork on the front of this one. He thinks it is so cool. It's been sent out to thousands of children around the world, but it's so amazing that they get our children as well as our families involved into our businesses, because that's what it's all about. They talk about the 5 F's and they preach on it. Faith first, family, friends, fitness and finances. And if you don't have them in that order, then you're not going to have success in life, unfortunately. And they really hone in on that and really help us and help remind us always. So you are here for a reason tonight. Somebody invited you. They piqued your interest and you showed up because there was something in you telling you, maybe I should take a closer look at this. I know that y'all are probably sitting there right now thinking, I know this person and that person who could benefit from this, whether it's health or financial. We invite you to join us on this incredible journey of being able to change individuals' lives. And if that is something that you are interested in learning more about, of how you can get involved in this as far as the opportunity and really dive deeper into our compensation plan, I invite you to stick around. And I am now going to turn it over to Miss Kristin Minassian. Let me make you a host really quick, friend, for her to share her screen with you guys. So Kristin and I met formally actually in January, and we are both on the Equity Council here at Q Sciences, and we just became fast friends. Our husbands bonded so much. They are so much alike. It's hilarious. And she is a gold ambassador here at Q Sciences. Y'all, she is making 6 figures a year working from home. That is absolutely incredible. And I will tell you, if you have done this business before and you haven't had the success that you were hoping or wanting to, and you've done this industry before, she and I were in the same exact boat at a previous company. We worked so hard and never were able to make it to where we wanted to be until we came here with Q Sciences. I know that she is there making those 6 figures, being able to stay home with her kiddos. She's going to tell you more about her story here in a second. But Kristin, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Well, thank you for inviting me this evening. I am just very excited that I can talk all business. I will say, you guys are going to hate me that are on this call. I always start a call off with, if you are comfortable, please show me your face, because I am someone who loves to see smiling faces, and I hate seeing just names. It makes me so happy to see people smiling back at me. So if you're comfortable, look at all the faces. Oh, I love it so much. Yay! Thank you so much. I so appreciate it. I know it's late in the evening. Most people are like, oh, come on, I've already washed my face. I'm ready for bed. So I really appreciate it. I just love seeing people staring back at me and smiling. So my name is Kristin. I am, well, a little bit about me. I'm a mom of 2 redheads. So that's another part of my testimony. I feel like anyone that has 2 redheads should be able to get free hemp on tap 24/7 because they are their own breed. And I was a special education teacher. I taught an elementary program of kiddos with Down syndrome, autism, intellectual disabilities. I did that for 10 years. I loved my job, you guys. I loved what I did so much, but I had a huge, huge passion to be home with my kids. And I didn't know that that was even a possibility until I found this industry. I actually fell into this industry just over 5 years ago. I actually started because I love health and wellness. I was with a health and wellness company, but I needed to make an extra income because, believe it or not, teachers don't make any money when they take a maternity leave. Literally, they make nothing. They lose everything. And so my husband and I were like, what can we do to make some money? Because we're going to be out a lot of money after you have our daughter. And so that's what actually brought me into this industry. And I then saw the potential of what this industry could do. And so I really went all in about a year after I had joined that company. And a couple years later, I hit an income where I was told the average income was going to be enough for me to make about what I made as a teacher. So I hit that income at the end of the year. I thought, woohoo, I'm out of here. I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom. I'm going to make my own schedule. And so I came home, and our story changed drastically a few months later. As someone who's a believer, whatever your beliefs are, I do believe the Lord had a bigger plan for me. My husband and I found out a few months after I came home to be home with our kids that his dad had officially moved into terminal cancer. And so at that time, we knew, okay, this is God's calling for us. And so I was able to physically move them to live by us, physically take care of him, take care of every single fine detail that needed to be taken care of. And we lost him in 2017, a few days after Christmas. And a couple months later, we found out that his brother was also diagnosed with terminal cancer. And so here we were faced with it again. And I was actually able to take care of him every single step of the way. I moved him from Illinois. We took care of him. We were able to do everything. And so I have to talk business with people because of what this business did for us. Had this industry not existed, our life during the worst time of our entire life would have been completely different. And because of this industry, I got to be home with them. I got to take care of them until their final breath. And I don't mean to make you guys sad or anything, but this is our story. And this is why I'm so passionate about this business, because this industry was able to provide that for our family. But after everything was said and done, it was time for me to go back to work, because this average income that I thought I was going to make was not true. And in fact, as hard as I worked through the hardest years of our life, every prize I earned, every trip I earned, even during the darkest hours of our life, I still earned everything. I was still sliding backwards. And so my husband and I sat down and we decided, okay, this year, being this school year, our daughter started kindergarten. We knew I was going to have to go back to work. That was the only option we could come up with. We looked at every option. We looked at ways that I could continue to stay home. We have built a life that we love with me not having to go in. We aren't playing rock, paper, scissors anymore when a kid wakes up puking in the night of who's going to take off work to take care of the kids today. So we loved me being home, but we needed an income. And we looked at everything and nothing was going to work. There wasn't anything that would keep me home during summer, during Christmas, during spring break, during drop-offs, during pickups. There was no other option. But believe it or not, joining another network marketing company never crossed my mind. It never crossed my mind that there was something better out there, despite me sliding further and further backwards. And I kid you not, I shared about my company that I was with for 5 years and super loyal to that Sunday morning. And a stranger made a post on social media that made me say, wait, what? And it just all of a sudden hit me. And so the next morning I reached out to her and I said, I think I'm going to throw up, but I need to know what you're talking about. What are you talking? What is this company? And then so began the rabbit hole for 7 days of me researching and studying and learning about this company. And when I found out all of the things I found out, there was no other option. Once I saw it, I couldn't unsee it. I was all in. And I could talk about the products. You guys, I'm a health and wellness guru. I ran my own elderberry syrup business out of my home, but I am so passionate to share about the business because of what it did for our family, what it's done for our family, and now the ripple effect that has casted out in so many lives in my team. So I'm going to share my screen really quick and talk a little bit more about this business opportunity. Sorry, I'm one of those that always has way too many tabs opened up. Okay, so here is the thing that I saw that apparently was sitting there in Google that I didn't know existed. And it is called the SCurve in network marketing. And I didn't realize that this was part of this industry. I was with a company, it was an incredible health and wellness company, but I joined that company in saturation stage. And despite how hard I worked, despite every prize that I earned, every trip that I earned, I could not sustain an income that I needed. And so here is what happens in this industry. You have stage one. Stage one is a very slow growth. That's the ground floor timing. That's when Katie and I joined. Be grateful you are not in stage one anymore. We got to deal with all the craziness of stage one. And so we were part of stage one, where we were a ground floor opportunity. Now, you guys, ground floor opportunity is a word that is thrown around way too much right now because most companies, you guys hear me when I say this, most companies do not get out of ground floor. This is a very hard industry, and most network marketing companies can't get out of that ground floor. They end up tanking. So that's where Katie and I joined. We were there, we were in the ground floor timing, and then you have 7+ years of this fast growth. It's fast momentum growth that happens. And then stage 3, it starts to slow down. Stage 3 is where I joined my previous company. And then stage 4 is the growth is done. No new product, no new anything is going to recreate stage 2. There's nothing you can do to recreate that stage 2. So what is so exciting, and this is from the mouth of Mr. Mark Wilson, our CEO, is that blue X is where we are. You guys, we are one of 3 companies in this entire industry that's actually in momentum. And I know Katie can attest to the fact that we have seen the company go from ground floor to momentum in the last 4 months. And it is unreal to watch. It is unreal to see people joining and hitting these 6-figure incomes in a matter of like 4 weeks, it seems like. And that's not going to happen forever. It's only going to happen in a very short time with this company. And so I cannot stress the fact that the timing right now is key when it comes to Q Sciences. Second thing that stood out to me was there were systems provided by corporate. This was a big thing for me. I am a teacher by trade. I was not given systems in my previous company. So I created a system. It didn't stick. I created another system. It didn't stick. I created something else. It didn't stick. I was constantly, as the educator, the teacher, and me trying to create things for my team so that it could duplicate. all the way down and nothing was sticking. And so what I love is because Mr. Jake Spencer has had tremendous success in this industry, he has brought his brain to this company and created our launch. Now, you may see this launch document and you'd be like, that's not the one that I did. The great thing is every single leader in this company is able to do a launch document that fits with their team. So we all have these individualized launch documents, but they all follow the same rhythm that Mr. Jake Spencer has taught us. The system here is what really stood out to me because you join and your hand is held the entire way. You actually are told your job in the very beginning is to say 1%. All you need to worry about is taking that potential and bringing them to your edified upline, your mentor. And they're the one that's actually going to take over and help. It is an incredible system where you can come with no experience, like Elizabeth said, no experience, know nothing about this industry. You can come with all the experience, no matter who you are, no matter what walk of life you're in. You are literally going to have your hand held by the most incredible mentors through our system that we have here. But I actually, and I haven't seen her yet, I wanted Miss Molly to jump on and share because her and I were talking today. Molly joined a couple weeks ago and she was talking to me. We've been on call after call after call this week because she is rocking it. In fact, she signed a new ambassador while we were on this call. And I'm just so excited for her. But she was talking to me today and I said, would you mind sharing what you shared with me today on the call this evening? And so you guys give her some love. She's been with us for a couple weeks and just like Elizabeth, she's about to share on a call with 66 people. So Molly, if you don't mind just unmuting and sharing kind of, your experience so far here with Q.
Yes, thank you for the opportunity. And yes, I was a couple minutes late because I was helping enroll a new ambassador. So that was exciting. But I've been in this industry for 6 years. And when I got in, I love health and wellness. I'm passionate about it and I was excited. But I did everything myself. I was viewed as the expert. I taught about the products. I was excited, but nobody wanted to duplicate me. I heard all the time, well, this is awesome and the business looks great, but I can't be you. I heard that over and over. And I was in too deep. I was the expert. I had painted myself as that. And so enter Q, I'm introduced to this and I felt like I was learning a whole new language. It's like, no, don't be the expert. This is about building leaders and duplicating yourself and just follow the system. And like, it took me like a little bit to process and grasp it that, there were times in my previous industry that I would look at my downline and say, man, I saw the vision. If I could get every person I personally enrolled to enroll 2 people, my business would explode, but I wasn't able to do it because the systems weren't in place. And so when I saw that I could bring what I learned and there was systems in place, like my mind was blown. I see it, I caught the vision and I'm learning the new language. So I'm excited.
Oh, I'm excited for you. I was literally refreshing and checking your numbers earlier, like she got another ambassador. It's so fun. And what I'm just so proud of Molly for is she has stuck to the system to the point where she's like, okay, so my niece is interested and can I talk to her first? What do I do? And she has followed it tried and true. And that's why her business is blowing up because she's following the system. And it's so fun to watch and be a part of. So thank you, Molly. So proud of you. Same with you, Elizabeth. You guys are rocking it, presenting and sharing this evening. So, okay, let's talk this comp plan. You guys, this is the most simple comp plan, despite all of the numbers and all of the, what am I looking at? This is actually the only page of our comp plan. I'm sorry, I added a little thing on the bottom just to see if I could break it down and make it a little bit easier for you guys. But this is our comp plan. It actually is very simple. Box 1 is your customer commissions. You get a website as an ambassador. You send out that website and you have people purchase under your website as a customer. They just order the Q Core and they want some hemp. Let's be honest, this right here is gold. And they order that, well, guess what? You're going to get commissions off of their purchases. It's going to be 15 to 35%, depending how much customer volume you have. Then you have box 2. This is where you can unlock the big bucks. And guess what? All you technically need are 2 personally sponsored ambassadors to unlock the box 2. Now, when I say ambassador here, ambassadors here at Q Sciences are business-minded partners. We don't sign ambassadors for a discount. Customers, just like Katie said, get the exact same amount as an ambassador. So these are people that want to run a business with you, that see the vision that we have here at Q. All it technically takes is 2 to unlock box 2. Once you have 2 active personally sponsored ambassadors, you are then able to start going through the ranks. But my favorite thing about this is I want you to look at box 2. I want you to take your eyes from that first blue box and pop it over to that second blue box that says at the top, monthly team commissions. Here's what I love. This is a set income. This is not an average income. This is a set income. So as you finish out every single month, you can look and know exactly the exact amount of money that you are going to make in your paycheck the following month. So if you end your month, go down to bronze, you now have 10,000 in qualified OV. Then pop your finger over to that next blue box. You're getting $1,700 in a set income, not average, set income. So what is OV? OV stands for organizational volume. Don't get caught up in the acronyms. As a special ed teacher, I could literally acronym you all day long, but just think about it this way. As you send out your website and you have business partners, ambassadors join you, that's going to go towards your OV, whatever they purchase. You've got new ambassadors, they purchase the core, they purchase the fuse. These are our 2 most popular in addition to our sleep spray. Okay, now they've been given a website. Now what I love is we don't have levels here. So if you have experience in this industry, just know we don't have levels. Every level in your organization counts towards your overall volume. And it doesn't get watered down the deeper you go. Everybody is worth the exact same. Even customers that join ambassadors in your organization are worth the exact same. So let's say Molly, who's in my organization, who I think is like a level 29, believe it or not, whatever she purchases and any customer that she brings on, any ambassador she brings on, all of those purchases go towards my overall volume. So don't get too confused by all of the things. Now, take your eyes down to that black and white box. This is why I added it. Most of the time, you can knock off a couple zeros. So for the first rank of builder, it's 300 volume. That's typically about 3 orders in your organization. So when I said bronze, that was 10,000 OV. That's typically 100 orders in your organization. So you can just knock off a couple zeros and that helps you understand about how many orders you're going to need in your organization. Then box 3, we're going to go over to the promotional rank bonuses. These are one-time paid out bonuses. Those first 3 bonuses that can go up to $500 pay out if you hit them in your first 30 days. I can tell you, Molly is like, I don't know, before I go to sleep tonight, probably going to be hitting that first rank because she's literally joined, I think, like 2 weeks ago, and she's already unlocking that first rank. Probably tonight, first thing tomorrow morning. So if you hit those within your first 30 calendar days, you actually get some extra time this month. In addition to next month, you're able to unlock those bonuses. Then if you look at the elite and above bonuses, when you hit a rank and you hold your rank for a couple months, we don't believe here at Q to sell everything that you have to hit a rank. We want to make sure that you hit that rank organically, hold that rank for a couple months. And once you hold that rank for a couple months, you then get paid out that one-time promotional rank bonuses. And you guys, those are huge, huge. As you heard, I'm a gold ambassador. I've been able to hit $8,000, $4,000, $2,500, $1,500, and $500 in bonuses alone, you guys. That is absolutely huge. Then you pop over to box 4. This to me is the heart of our company, and I'm so proud of it, and I love sharing about it. This is our financial freedom movement. We are not a company that's going to give you a flashy car. So if you're here for the glitz and the glam, you're not going to find that here at Q Sciences. We do not believe in it. We do not want you to do all of that. We actually want you to stack cash as much as possible. That's what they teach us. They literally are like, stack your cash. You can see this beautiful $100,000 check behind me, which means I've earned over $100,000. That my financial advisor, Mr. Jake Spencer's wife, is looking at me like, but is it in your savings yet? And it's like this thing that they drill in you because they want you to have a savings and a debt payoff program. So as a Gold Ambassador, in addition to that bonuses and the income, they're paying $400 towards a debt and a savings plan of our choice, you guys. This is huge, absolutely, absolutely huge that they are paying towards debt and savings. And you guys, you don't have to write the check. You sign paperwork, you send it to corporate, and they pay the debt off for you every single month. You don't even have to think about it. So our comp plan is amazing, but I'm actually going to bring back Katie because she undervalued how amazing she is and what she's been able to create as a mom of 4 boys. So I think she trumps me when I sit here and I talk about having 2 gingers. I think she trumps me because she has 4 boys and we swap baseball, cleaning the pants stories. She's a very busy mom, but you guys, she is making almost double 6-figure income while being a mom of 4, while holding down the fort at home and doing all of the things. And like she said earlier, she's also part of the Equity Council, which is the biggest honor. Over the 60,000, 75,000 ambassadors in the company, there are only 20 of us on these 2 advisory boards. And so I want to make sure that you guys understand the gold that you guys heard earlier from Miss Katie Abart. We were strangers basically a couple months ago, and we were like, oh, we are just 2 peas in a pod, us 2. But she just hit the rank of platinum, at the end of February, which is a 28-day month. Who does that? So I would love if you would just share like a little bit about your journey, you guys. Platinum is $15,000 a month. What? Oh my goodness. Okay, share with us, girl.
Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness, what a sweet person you are. Y'all, I called Kristin earlier. I was folding laundry and just as a friend, just to like talk about life and see how she handles different situations. And that's what you get here. It's just incredible and so grateful for her friendship. But yeah, I mean, kind of like I said earlier, I came from corporate America and I was just looking for something different. I was looking for that time freedom and that flexibility to be able to be home with these 4 crazy boys. At the time that I did start this industry, I only had 1 and I was pregnant with our second one, but I was only able to spend 1.5 to 2 hours a day with Jake, and he's our oldest. And we were so grateful that my parents were keeping him for us, but I missed him walking for the first time. My mom called me when he had his first tooth cut. And I just told my husband, I said, why again are we working ourselves to the bone, working until 6, 7 o'clock at night? And why do we have children if we're doing that? Like, how we don't even have time to even enjoy them. And I don't want to live my life continuously like this. It was like that rat race. You hear about the rat race, but you don't really realize that you're like in the race as well. And that's exactly what was going on. And so I was so against this industry. I'm just going to be completely honest. I wouldn't even purchase products from people who were those MLMers or direct sellers or whatever else. But from family, I saw what it could mean and what it could do. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I can do that. What's the worst? I could start and I could not do what I thought I would do and I would go back to work, right? But it has been so much more than that, y'all. I mean, the amount of growth just personally that I have grown in myself and my confidence and my leadership ability and skills has been incredible. And being able to give that to others, like being able to help empower other individuals, whether it's men, women, even young people who are just getting started on our team, and being able to help guide and coach them in life and all of the things of life. I mean, we do life with these people, right? And so it's our team. It is a team atmosphere. It is, we all link arms and we run together. And it's almost like that no man left behind mentality. If you are wanting to do this, Like literally, I always tell people I'm reaching down, and whoever grabs onto my arm, I am pulling you up with me. Because that's what we do here. And I would not have been able to get to platinum if it wasn't for my incredible team and the hard work that they did. And they are all having incredible, insane success. And y'all, it's not even people who always necessarily need the money. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we always all need money, right? And having those multiple streams of income. But I have people on my team who are also looking just for a community, looking for purpose and passion in life. And so just with the simple systems like Kristin has talked about, the timing of the company, and like she said, we got in the beginning and it was rough. Like I always used to be like, oh my gosh, I want to be in the ground floor. And people are always like, oh, well, you're just lucky because you got in early. But y'all, it's not like we were sitting back and drinking pina coladas and, it was rough. It was tough work, but we have made it out on that hump. And it is just like, oh my goodness, the sky is the limit now. And, you're going to be the first people to bring it to your network. And that's what is so absolutely incredible about this. So Kristin, thank you for allowing me to share.
I love it. I love that you talked about your team winning, because that's a big thing for me as well, is just, I was struggling and I was going to have to go back to teaching. And now I am making what I'm making, but I've brought so many moms home from working full time. And that to me is just, I could cry if I think about that, to know that the ripple effect and the blessings of the many people in Katie's team, my team, it's amazing to be able to bless people as well in this company. So, all right. So you've heard a lot of information. Those of you that have been on since the beginning, this is a lot of information. It's a lot to digest. So just so you know, the person that invited you is going to follow up with you. It's okay. Don't be awkward. Like it's just, it's fine. If you're like, okay, nope, nothing really stood out to me. Thank you so much. That's okay. If you're like, great, those products sounded amazing, then we want to get you on these products. We want to get you feeling your best. Honestly, we want you to feel amazing. But if you're interested in more about the business opportunity, if you have questions, we are going to answer those questions for you. They're going to connect you with a mentor that's going to be able to help answer those questions. So when they get back to you, just let them know how you feel. Honestly, just let them know how you feel. But we have all the answers for you. And thank you again so much for taking time out of your Thursday evening to spend an hour with us. We really appreciate you guys. And y'all have an amazing evening and amazing weekend. Bye, guys.